I got a phone call from Ridley saying, I've been shooting this film in Hollywood, and I need to do some additional photography, and I'd like you to do it. And he said, it's a big science fiction film set in the future, and I'd like you to come up to the office and I'll show you what we've done so far. When I got up there and I saw well, it wasn't the rushes, it was an assembly he put together. And it really is amazing how it sticks in your mind, because, well, you can imagine what it was like when you see something like that. Anyway, the upshot of that was, yes, it was great. There was there's so much work to do. In fact, in the end, I think we did something like 3 or 5 weeks work on additional photography. 3 weeks at Elstree and 2 weeks at Pinewood, and different periods, different times. By now, I kind of got to know Ridley, and he knows exactly what he wants, and he wasn't getting it. And I think what had happened was Warner Brothers ended up with a film that didn't really go together. So what we were doing was shooting stuff that made sense in all the various scenes to make it work. What I did goes all the way through, right from the beginning. And obviously, as always, within that period, we shot a lot of material. Every time I've had to do additional photography, and I've done it on, I think, must have been half a dozen films, including Bladerunner, is you're not trying to make a name for yourself. What you're trying to do is make sure you don't disturb the look and the flow of the original, basically. Anyway, the thing that really, for me, works is the sequence where they're looking for a clue, and they go into a hotel room, and it's where he finds the snake scale in the bath. Because that was quite complicated. What Ridley had, what he came back with, was just a few shots, which didn't mean anything, because he'd part of it had been shot in a hotel in downtown LA. There was no bathroom in downtown LA. That was at Elstree Studios. There was no furniture in the bedroom in LA, so all the close-ups are done at Elstree. And the whole bathroom sequence was done at Elstree, using a double. There was no Harrison Ford. What they did was, they didn't bring Harrison over, they just brought his costumes over and his stand-in. He had a stand-in all the time, who happened to be English, so he was here and they used him. We used him, rather. But I suppose if one was to use the word proud, that is the whole sequence I'm really most satisfied with, because trying to sort of match all of the sort of the look, the lighting, the compositions, the movement, the camera movement, everything, so that it looks for all the world as though they're going from one room into the bathroom and back again. Opening drawers and searching for this stuff was, it wasn't obviously impossible, but you need a lot of care when you're doing something like that.